Everyone at Jefferson High thought they had her figured out. Alana James, the quiet black girl who always sat in the back of the classroom, her braids tied neatly, her notebooks stacked in perfect order, and her voice rarely louder than a whisper. To most, she was invisible. But to a few, she was a target. It started small. A shove in the hallway. A laugh when she answered a question in class. A cruel nickname written in marker across her locker. Alana never reacted. She kept her eyes down, her lips pressed together, and her heart steady. People assumed she was weak. They had no idea who she really was. One Friday afternoon, when the sun stretched long shadows across the courtyard, the teasing turned into something uglier. A group of kids, led by Marcus, the loudest boy in school who thrived on attention, cornered Alana near the bleachers. He smirked at his friends, grabbed the collar of her shirt, and sneered. "What's wrong, silent girl? Don't got anything to say? Or do you only talk in your diary?" His friends laughed, the sound sharp and cruel. One pulled her backpack away and dumped her books onto the concrete. Her sketchpad landed face down, pages fluttering. For the first time, Alana's eyes lifted. And there was something in them, something no one had expected. Not fear, not shame, but a fire. She reached down slowly, picked up her sketchpad, and brushed the dirt from its cover. Then she stood tall, her collar still gripped in Marcus's fist. Her voice, though quiet, carried a weight that silenced even the laughter. "Let go." Something about the way she said it, steady, unshaken, made Marcus hesitate. But he was surrounded by his crew, and his pride wouldn't let him back down. He yanked her forward, and that's when it happened. Alana pulled herself free, took a step back, and opened her sketchpad. The drawings inside spilled across the ground, portraits of faces, each one startlingly real. Students she passed in the hall, teachers at their desks, even Marcus himself. But these weren't just drawings. They carried truth. Her art captured things words couldn't. The sadness behind a smile, the fear behind arrogance, the loneliness behind cruelty. The crowd that had gathered grew silent as they realized Marcus's portrait wasn't a caricature or a joke. It was him, his eyes not full of confidence but insecurity, his posture not bold but heavy with pressure. "This is how I see you," Alana said softly, her hands trembling but her voice strong. "You think you're untouchable, but you're just scared of being invisible." No one spoke. Marcus's face burned red, but his grip loosened. The laughter had died. Even his friends stepped back, uneasy. For the first time, the boy who had always controlled the crowd looked small. Alana bent down, gathered her pages, and hugged them to her chest. She didn't cry. She didn't run. She simply walked away, her back straight and her silence louder than any scream. The story could have ended there, but it didn't. Because word of what happened spread. Suddenly, people noticed her. Teachers asked to see her work. Classmates approached her with genuine curiosity, not mockery. She was invited to display her art at the school gallery night. And when she walked into that room, with walls lined by her portraits, the same students who once ignored her now stood in awe. But the most shocking moment came later. Marcus himself showed up. He didn't swagger. He didn't laugh. He just stared at the portrait she had drawn of him. After a long silence, he said quietly, "I didn't know anyone could see me like that." Alana didn't smile, but she nodded. "Now you do." From that day forward, Marcus never touched her again. And slowly, he stopped touching anyone else. Alana never became the loudest voice in the room. She didn't need to. Her strength was in her silence, her art, and her unshakable belief that she was more than what they saw. The quiet black girl who once walked invisible through the halls of Jefferson High had shown everyone that true power doesn't come from fists or words meant to tear down. It comes from courage, from holding your ground, and from daring to show the world who you really are. And that is why the day bullies grabbed Alana's collar will never be remembered as the day she was broken. It will always be remembered as the day she stood tall, and shocked everyone.